Hey guys, welcome back to Brick Hunter channel. My name is Hunter and today I'll be sharing with you some tips on how to get Lego sets cheaply. To give you some example, the Fire Brigade, I got that pretty much $100 less than what the current market value is. The Back to the Future set, I got that $25 pretty much less than what the current market value is or what they're selling for. And the jet here, you could barely make it out. This retails for 70, but I think I paid less than 50. Hey YouTube, Brick Hunter here. My name is Hunter and today I'll be bringing you a video on how to buy Lego sets cheap. I did get a question on one of my videos, my Lego investing video, asking how I get retired sets, old sets, cheaply without paying so much. So I thought I'd go over with you guys some of my experiences and some of the tips that I use. And it may help you or may not help you depending on where you live. I live in the States, so we have eBay and Craigslist. If you don't know what Craigslist is, it's just a free website where you list things you want to sell, new or old, and it's a free website, so they don't charge you anything like eBay does. But I'm sure in other countries they have maybe not Craigslist, but something similar. I think you know what I'm talking about. You know, you sell things locally. You post it on the web with pictures, and you call them up and meet up halfway or whatnot, and make transactions that way. So, anyways, but before we get to obvious, and this video is going to be some of the sets, new sets that you could buy, as well as retired older sets. But before we get into the obvious of eBay, Bricklink, and Craigslist, I think I want to go over what's important when you're about to buy a set. And one of the important things is you need to know what the current market value is. You need to know exactly what to pay for. I mean, new sets that's currently in the market, it's pretty obvious. You look up, Lego website, Shop at Home website, and they pretty much tell you the retail value. Maybe if you get double points on that, you end up getting pretty much like 10% off. Not really off, but you know what I mean. You get the points and you could use that towards your next purchase. So it's essentially the same thing as getting 10% off. Now, if you look at like Amazon's and eBay, when they're on sale, you might get like 15-20% off, or sometimes even 25. Just depends. But on the older sets, retired sets, it's very important that you know what the current market value is. And if you don't know, and I'm sure a lot of you already know, but you really need to look at all the prices. And eBay lists some crazy prices, I'm sure you know. Like some sets like, I don't know, whatever retired set, we'll just say an X-Wing or a Tumbler, for example. We know that what it sells for on eBay currently is about $300. It retails for $200, so it's about $300, give or take $20. But you'll see these people listed for like thousands of dollars, which is ridiculous, and I don't know why they do that, but you see them on there. But you need to have a clear understanding of what it really goes for. And I never look at just eBay. I always try to look at several websites, and I always look at what the price are selling for currently on eBay. Bricklink is another good way to find out what the current market price is. Of course, you got to be careful because sometimes the prices are better, and you find out that it's from another country. But after you factor in what the shipping is, then it may be even more than what you would have paid somewhere else. So, but then generally, I find that Bricklink is a little bit better priced because they understand that shipping is involved. Now, if you're ordering other stuff and try to reduce the shipping from that way and buy from one buyer, and you're adding additional items, then maybe if you do the factoring what the shipping, typically what the shipping cost is, then maybe. But I find that Bricklink is pretty much similar to eBay, just a little bit less sometimes. But like I said, after you factor in the shipping, it may or may not be cheaper. And another website that you probably, if you're new to Lego, you're probably not going to know, but if you're into Lego, you know, is BrickPicker. That's the website that gives you analytics of all what the prices are going for. Like what, and they only go by what's selling on Amazon and eBay's and websites like that, not what people are just listing for, and they want thousands of dollars for really a $300 set. They only add into account the sets that are actually selling for. That's on eBay and Amazon and websites like that. So that's a real good source. Only thing about BrickPicker, I really like BrickPicker, and it gives you all the information, what it originally retailed for, and when the year the set was released and all that. It tells you what new sets, brand new seal sets are selling for, and what used sets are selling for. But keep in mind that Bricklink gets updated every once in a while. So if you take a look at it, it might be, they're pretty good, but they might, they don't update it like every day or anything like that. So you might see a set that they say they're selling it for like 100 new, but prices may have gone up like how Lego does, and it might actually be like 120 or something like that, to that effect. So just keep that in mind. BrickPicker website doesn't get updated every day. But they do get updated. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you because I don't work for BrickPicker, obviously, so I don't know, but they seem to be generally in the same ballpark, but once in a while I find them a little bit off, but not by that much. They're pretty good about keeping them updated. So yeah, I usually look at what's it selling for eBay, what's it selling on Bricklink, and BrickPicker.com. So those three, you look at those, it might give you a pretty good idea what they're selling for. And it's very important because you don't want to overpay for an item, or you don't want to think that you're getting some set that's trying to get it for way cheaper than what it's actually going for. So you want to have a good idea, so you know what kind of what to expect to pay for that set. So let's go into eBay. Now eBay, I have like several tricks for you. In fact, I made a little note here, like 3 tricks that I've used. And I have the Jet here because one of the way I bought this pretty cheap. It retails for $70, but on Amazon or eBay you could pretty much get it for a little bit cheaper than that, probably like $60. I actually paid a lot less. And here's one other trick. And you could try this. I tried it and it worked for me, which is you could, when you look in eBay, you typically search for an item that you want, and you just see what's the offer is, the buy it now, whatever. One thing you can do is on top bar of the listing, you could click on buy it now. So that only brings up the buy it now. And then on the right of that, you could click on recently listed. So now you're only looking at buy it now, not the auctions, but buy it now, and recently posted. So new postings. So you click on that, and then you scroll down and you look for one that has buy it now and also make an offer. And then so you make an offer to the buyer on how much you want to pay. Now don't lowball the person, because then they may not even reply back to you. Most of the time, if you make somewhat reasonable offer, they'll counter offer at least somewhere in the middle. So just keep that in mind. But if you lowball them too much because you don't have an idea of what the set is, then they might just not even, they'll just, may not even counter offer. So just keep that in mind. And then you're wasting your time too. You're wasting their time, wasting your time and their time. So I don't recommend you doing that. But yeah, if you do it like that, I did that and I got a real good deal. I can't remember, but it was a brand new set, sealed, and I must have paid $40 some, or maybe close to, I don't even think I paid 50, but it was brand new, sealed, and yeah, I paid less than 50 for this. By the way, it doesn't come with this minifigures in here, but It's a great set, especially if I'm paying like under 50 for a set that's retails for 70. So that's not retired, so you could find good deals like that. Another trick that I want to share with you is if there's a set that you really want, timing makes a difference too. Like for example, like holidays, and I don't know. I think in England they call holidays something different from here in the U.S. When I say holiday, I mean holiday as in like Memorial Day, like Christmas, Independence Day. Not like holidays and going, you're on vacation. You're going on vacation. No. On a holiday, people, people have day off, or they have 3-day weekend coming up, and people tend to go out of town. And then some people, they list item and don't realize that it falls on the list. The listed item ends on a holiday. And I find that you could get good deals because I think people are out of town or they're going out of town, so they'll just kind of put their max bid in advance, and you don't have to deal with so many last minute bidders. And so I've got kind of lucky that way as well. So the trick is to just look like 5 or 7 days before upcoming holiday, so that way that item ends on the holiday. And so and I know we all have cell phones, and people are able to access eBay and stuff on cell phone nowadays. But if you're out, a lot of times you're busy. You're with your family or at Disneyland or whatever. You may or may not have time to check your phone. To see how if you're still winning the bid or not. So there's less likely. You're competing less. That's what I've found. So that's a little trick. And here's another one. I have the Fire Brigade up there because I got such a good deal. Okay, I got it used, but even as a used, I paid $100 less than what it typically sells for. And I'll show you. And in fact, I had this eBay thing prepared just to show you guys. Here, that's my purchase history, and it shows it was purchased March of 2016, and I paid $180. And that right there shows Fire Brigade right there. $180 plus shipping $10, so I paid a total of $190. And let me show you what it goes for. On Brick Picker, it tells you in the US, I don't know let me see if it's gonna focus or not, but in the US, used set typically sells for $288 and change. So